I married my high school sweetheart right after I graduated from law school. And, it had always been a tumultuous relationship. It wasn't a physically abusive relationship, but physical violence is not the only sign of abuse. I eventually decided to leave. I told him maybe a month after I moved out that I wanted a divorce. And that led to a very wild roller coaster ride for about 2.5 months before the day that he ambushed and shot me. I was with a friend, and when I was bringing him home in front of his house, I looked in the passenger window, and there he was. Just his body was standing in front of the mirror, and before anything was exchanged, I saw his arm coming up, and the shots got fired. I blacked out, and that was it. Here we go. The bullets went through my jaw and through my forearm, and then the one in the back lodged. My sister told me while I was in Grady Hospital that my husband's body was found, that he had committed suicide. I was in trauma for about a week and a half. After that, I was told that I was going to be transported to the Shepherd Center, which is a spinal cord injury rehabilitation hospital. I had a full-time therapy schedule, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. I did need to go back to work, I think, psychologically, just for me to feel like I had some purpose still. I work as a prosecutor in the Fulton County District Attorney's office in Atlanta, Georgia. I needed to understand why this happened to me, because this is a man that has never struck me, I never was afraid of him, physically afraid of him. How could I not see something like that coming? And that was a question I got asked over and over and over again. You're a prosecutor, you're this, you're that, you're a smart woman. How did you not see that coming? We focus so much on domestic violence that people don't understand many forms of abuse have nothing to do with physical violence. But the moment you try to leave is the most dangerous time. And I was in a situation where he didn't think I had the right to leave. Georgia is one of the highest states in the nation for women who are killed by their intimate partners. And we know that guns are the number one weapon of choice in majority of those deaths. The lifetime cost of living with a spinal cord injury is unbelievably high. A spinal cord injury alone does not shorten your lifespan. So I'm still going to live theoretically the life of a healthy adult, but I have an injury that's going to require a lot more medical need than the average adult. I went through severe depression when I got home. I was ready to give up on life. But obviously in 5 years, I've made a lot of progress. I've gone back to work. I've learned to live in spite of the injury, but there's not a minute that you're not constantly reminded of what happened to you.